And so we have McDougall says something about sugar or refined sugars, etc. Vegan Cheetah was on the board of directors, Vegan Cheetah on the board of directors, and basically said that, asked McDougall, what about, you know, the rice, sugar, sort of things like that. And McDougall danced around the question. Now, I rate McDougall. There's not a single person on the internet who's promoted McDougall more on social media than I have in the last 5 years, 6 years. Since 2010, you've seen DrMcDougall.com in a lot of my, end of my videos ending credits. So I've promoted McDougall more than anyone I know online. My channel's had like 150 million views. So I'm not a hater of McDougall. I like his work. I disagree with him on the sugar thing, and he contradicts himself. So this is not a bashing McDougall. This is just open criticism. You know, he fucking promotes the rice diet, the sugar diet, the Walter Kempner diet. Kempner is the person who taught McDougall how it is. And I read that back in 2001 in the Food Revolution. I'd go to McDougall and I'd look up stuff online, etc. So McDougall is a trailblazer, but he learnt from Kempner. And Kempner had the low protein, low fat, high carb rice, sugar, fruit and fruit juice. And McDougall promotes that. He reckons that's the fucking best thing for type 2 diabetes, kidney disease, heart disease. Ask him. But then but he didn't answer the question that Vegan Cheetah said, did he? He didn't answer the question, he danced around it. Why? John, why the fuck didn't you answer the question? The sugar, the rice, the fruit. What you promote is what I promote. But you danced around, I don't understand.
Thing for the consumer and scientists and medical doctors to get straightened out. And it should have been straightened out in the 1920s when a fellow by the name of Percival Himsworth published his basic research, and it was all published by 1940 in the British Medical Journal. And it's just no question about it. Fat, we're talking about pig fat, cow fat, olive fat, paralyzes insulin, increases insulin needs. Carbohydrate, including pure white sugar, increases the sensitivity to insulin. It was published by Brunzell from University of Washington in the New England Journal of Medicine in, I think, 78. Brunzell's his name. He took type 2 diabetics. He made a synthetic diet, 45% sugar, and then doubled white sugar, multidextrose, plain table sugar, doubled it to 85% white sugar. Every aspect of the diabetes improved. Walter Kempner, back in the 40s and 50s, published his results on treating type 2 diabetics with rice, table sugar, fruit, and juice. And Kempner knew back in the 50s that sugar makes insulin work better and cures diabetics. But you see, we've got it entirely backwards these days, thinking sugar causes diabetes. You know, it's so backward and bizarre, nobody stands a chance. So we got to get this one simple fact down that has been established. Even in diabetes care 2 years ago, they took type 1 diabetics, they dramatically increased their white sugar intake and decreased the insulin needs of type 1 diabetics. You know, it's always been the same, but everybody knows different. Don't eat potatoes, turns to sugar, makes you fat, gives you diabetes. It's exactly the opposite in terms of ultimate disease outcome.
If we look at McDougall's little rice soups, the little noodle soups, I love those things. Well, what are they made from? They're made from refined carbohydrate. What's in a can of Sprite? Refined carbohydrate. I went to the supermarket before to buy some McDougall soups, but the supermarket didn't have them. They normally do, but I've been away in Australia for the last 6 months. I buy a little packet of McDougall soups. I love them, they're really tasty. What are they? Refined fucking carbohydrate. Fruit juice, refined carbohydrate. White rice, refined carbohydrate. McDougall's soup in a bowl. Cup of soup, refined carbohydrate. Sprite, refined fucking carbohydrate. Calories 100% in white rice. Well, not 100%, but mostly coming from refined carbohydrate. Sprite, refined carbohydrate. McDougall soups, noodles, refined fucking carbohydrate. It's white flour from the whole food into a refined fucking product. Sprite, refined product. McDougall soup, Sprite, it's a refined fucking product. Where's the vitamins and minerals in a fucking McDougall soup? There's fucking one Sprite, there's fucking both of them. They're both refined calories, man. And they both motherfucking get you emaciated looking. Lean, motherfuckers, lean. What the fuck is up with people bagging on Sprite? None of them are fucking as lean as me. Look at McDougall, he's a fucking lean motherfucker too. You give me any motherfucker, I will lean them the fuck out with Sprite, white rice, sugar. The fucking rice diet, raw till 4, etc, etc. Carb the fuck up, McDougall program, whatever you fucking call it. McDougall sells refined sugars. But he disses refined sugars when he's on stage because people can't fucking get around it. So McDougall contradicts himself because he knows if he's totally honest about the rice sugar diet, which he is on his fucking website, which he is in a lot of his books, people just lose the message because everyone has anti-refined carbohydrate. But McDougall fucking sells refined fucking carbohydrate in the flour. It turns into noodles. Okay, end of story. McDougall promotes refined carbohydrate, the rice diet. He fucking sells refined carbohydrate. I don't sell any refined carbohydrate. Maybe one day I can do a little Durianrider fucking noodle soup. And it'll fucking come with a bonus can of fucking Sprite without the carbonic acid. Leave your comments down below. McDougall, do a video about it. The rice diet. You did it on fucking 2015. Reversing type 2 diabetes 100% with sugar, white rice, fruit and fruit fucking juice. Explain. You can see how lean I am. Follow McDougall's advice. I've been following it for 15 years. I've been vegan, high carb vegan since April 2001. McDougall's the first sort of medical doctor that I read back in 2001 when I read John Robbins' book. I've been following that advice. Look how lean I've gotten. You can see shadows in my fucking cheeks. You follow me on Strava, see how little I've been training lately. I have to cut my training down. I get too lean on this lifestyle. It's fruits, it's sugar, it's starch, it's refined carbohydrates. All the things that Dr. McDougall sells and tells. He teaches and preaches whole foods and refined carbohydrates. The rice, the sugar, the corn, the potatoes, the pasta, the fruits, the mangoes, alright, the rice diet, the Kempner diet, the starch solution, McDougall plan. McDougall's plan for maximum weight loss should involve cycling, because then it would be McDougall's plan for extreme motherfucking weight loss. And that's what Raw Till 4 when I came up with that is. This is the fruit for breakfast. This is the Fit for Life Harvey Diamond book I read back in 2001 as well. Where fruit for breakfast, fruit for lunch is food lighter, it cleans you out. I can't eat starch for breakfast, it's a bit too heavy, yeah? But if you work for you, it's good, that's awesome, it's vegan, it's high carb, you can still work like a motherfucker doing that. But I prefer Raw Till 4. What is Raw Till 4? It's fruit for breakfast, fruit for lunch, and it's cycling, motherfuckers. It incorporates exercise and activity, getting it motherfucking done. Carbon the fuck up. Not being afraid of hard work. Riding your bike with the carbs, and that is the best way to get the fucking emaciated Christian Bale, the machinist look in rapid time. So if you're looking for that look, it's a good look, if you want it. I don't know, people say it's a good look, man, it's not a good look, you look like a fucking machinist. Then get out on some D-Bol and some Anavar and some Winstrol and get swole as a motherfucker. Leave your comments down below. McDougall got some great advice. Contradicts himself massively, as you see in his books, as you see in his products. Bottom line, McDougall sells refined sugar. End of story. And just one thing, nobody, motherfucking nobody just eats whole foods. Smoothies, Dr. McDougall noodles, pasta, pizza. Pizza's not a motherfucking whole food. Rice ain't a whole food. As soon as you cook something, you take out the enzymes, you take out certain nutrients, it's no longer whole. A whole food is a motherfucking banana. A whole food's a motherfucking peach or an apple. If you're into whole foods, you're instantly a raw foodist, which doesn't do any juice or smoothies. And that's what we would do in nature, but it's totally unsustainable because to get high Brix value fruits is fucking impossible. Bill Gates couldn't even get high Brix value fruits every single time. Or maybe he could. Maybe he could. It's going to cost you $1 million a year. And you'd have to have select growers who knew what the fuck a high Brix value fruit tastes like. And then you're on a whole food diet. As soon as you motherfucking cook something. Now this whole video is not about being passive aggressive. This is like one-on-one conversation. Just being straight up fucking honest with you. As soon as you fucking cook something, man, it's no longer motherfucking whole. You've taken out water, you've taken out enzymes, nutrients, phytonutrients, all sorts of fucking magical crap stuff. Good stuff. You've taken it out. It's no longer whole. As soon as you cook something, put fire to it, it's no longer whole. It's corrupted, motherfuckers. Now, when I say corrupted, it's not a bad way, but it's not it's not whole anymore. What I'm trying to say. So if you're into whole foods, no one fucking eats a whole food diet. Everyone's like, I'm in a whole foods, no. All you motherfuckers eating burgers, you eating motherfucking pizzas, all vegan, yeah? But you're eating vegan chocolate, you're doing cereals, you're doing sugar, and that's cool. But don't give me this motherfucking whole food bullshit. Oh, DrMcDougall, oh no, I just do Whole Foods. Motherfucker, you don't. You know I know you fucking don't do that shit. Whole Foods is my motherfucking ass.